Now I went slowly through the other one. We've had a few minutes to talk and play around a little bit. This is the second half of the instruction. I want to show you a couple other things that you can do with different shapes and graphics. So one of the things I want to do is create another sample file for you, and I'm going to be using a different shape this time, but please follow along, and then after this little video section I will stop and see if we can do it together. Okay, so let me go ahead and do this. Let me show you, just even talking through it, I can do this under 5 minutes. So let me show you what to do. Again, you'll remember we go to insert. Now this, in case you're wondering, this was the graphic we did in the last sample, and that's how it looked. And you see that's all one piece because I took that screen capture now and I put it in here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that, and we're going to start something new. Okay, I'm going to insert a shape, and this time I'm going to use something a little bit different. It's called the right arrow call out, and that would be, I believe, this one. Yes, it is. The right arrow call out under block arrows. Now you might think, well, you know, that's weird to do a banner out of that, but just watch what I can do with this. Next thing I want to do is, as we did before, I'm going to highlight it. I'm going to use a different image this time. I'm going to go into my picture to fill, and I'm going to choose the embedded image, which is a roll of like a film image. Okay, I'm going to insert that, and I'm going to go back up immediately and remove the outline. I'm going to choose no outline. So now I have an image here, and I'm going to blow this up. Go ahead and view it at page width so that you can see what I'm doing here a little bit easier. Okay, so I put this in. Yes, it's a little hazy, but when we shrink it down, it's going to be a lot clearer when I get done with it. I just want to enlarge it so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, the next thing I want to do is insert some interesting stuff in it. So I'm going to go again, insert. Before I do any kind of formatting on it or anything, I'm going to go ahead and get my materials. I'm going to go on my sample file, and I'm going to choose the little doggy image. Okay, the doggy with the glasses. I'm going to choose that one. I'm going to insert it, and again it comes up behind this, so I'm going to go text wrapping. Sorry, there's the dogs. Okay, sorry about that. That was my dogs, boys and girls. Anyway, you see I have this image, and it's behind the other one. It doesn't move around very easily because of this wrapping, so we're going to choose text wrapping in front of text. Okay, now the other thing went away, but we're going to fix that as well. I'm going to shrink this down so we can see what's going on behind it. I guess they heard me say dogs. Anyway, sorry about that. If it bothers you, I apologize. Maybe I'll redo the video later. But right now, we have this image, and you can see we can move it around easily. I want to make sure I remove this background color on this image. So I'm going to go back up here again, like I showed you before. Remember, Picture Tools format is chosen and highlighted because I have the picture chosen. I'm going to go up to the Recolor, set transparent color, and again I'm going to bring my little pencil icon, dropper icon down here to the background. Okay, now I want to take this, I want to reduce it a little bit. I'll have it a little bit on the large side because I'm going to do something interesting with this and let it come out. Now I notice when I put this in that it's sort of tilted, it doesn't match the frame, so I'm going to use this little round green section up here just to shift that a little bit, and I want his ears to come up over the film just a little bit because I want it to look like he's popping right off that film. Okay, there we go. The next one I'm going to put in is, again, we're going to use the same image we used in the last one, the fistful of money. So I'm going to go insert picture. I'm going to find the fistful of money. I'm going to insert that, and again it's in the back, so I want to use text wrapping in front of text. And again, I have a fistful of money, and it has a white background, which I do not want. So I'm going to go Recolor, set transparent color. I'm going to get rid of the white. Okay. Now here's my money picture. Now I think I want it facing the other way. So let me show you what I can do with it. I'm going to take it down here so you can see. I'm going to grab either. You can do it either one, but because it's so close to this side, I'm going to use the left drag bar here. I'm going to hold down my left key, and I'm just going to drag it till it flips over. Okay, and I'm widening it at the same time. So I flipped it that way. Now there's flip tools up there, but that's just quick and easy. You can do it just like that. Okay, I'm going to take it up here, and I'm going to position it where I wanted it on my film. About there, I think, is good. I want it popping out, just not quite so much over the dog. Let's take this, squeeze it down just a little bit. There we go. As you can see it now, it looks like it's coming right out of there. It's almost a 3D. Not exactly a 3D, but almost. Next thing I want to do is use this arrow thing and sort of highlight it a little bit. So I'm going to, again, go to Insert, Shapes, and I'm going to pick the little dashed arrow down here under block arrows. It's a striped right arrow. I'm going to choose that one. I'm going to go ahead and draw it in here over the top of this. Not quite as wide, a little bit longer. Okay, so it's going to give me a double arrow in. I'm using my down arrow key on my keyboard just to position it where I want it. The other thing I want to do is change the coloring of it. So in this case, I think I'm going to use a yellow. Is there a preset yellow? No, there's not. So I'm going to use my bucket. Use the bucket to use a yellow. And then if you like, you could do a red outline or You could leave it black. I'll do a red outline. Okay, so now I have something here that's being highlighted. The next thing I want to do is put some text in here. So I'm going to again go into Insert, Word Art. I'm going to just choose anything, and I'm going to type in here, make your videos pay. Your video pay. Okay, I thought that would be a pretty good one. I'm going to take off the italic because I like it straight up for something like this. I'm going to tell it okay. So now, and you see parts of it are behind here. Okay, so I just want to go ahead and bring that to the front, text wrapping in front of text. Okay, and again, as we did before, it's still highlighted. I haven't clicked off of it. I'm going to use Control-C, or you can right-click on it and copy. And I'm going to come down below and I'm going to do an extra copy of it, so I'm going to put paste. I'm going to get this out of my way for just a minute. I'm going to take this one, and before I resize or anything, I'm going to go ahead and recolor it. So I'm going to go Format, and I'm going to make this one red, okay, because it's going to be in the background. So I'm going to squeeze it down now so it fits just about where I want my banner to be. A little bit on top of the other stuff, not quite to the end. Looks good to me. And then I'm going to come down here with this one, and I'm going to color it yellow. Okay, and then I'm going to bring it up on top of the other one, and what I'm going to do is try to get it close to the same size, and I can do that easily by using a corner drag, and it's a little bit smaller, but I think it's going to work. You highlight it again, and using your arrow keys, you can bring it up or down and make it look like it's highlighting or popping off the other. It gives you a little bit of a 3D image. You could actually even do the same thing with the arrow. The other thing I want to do is add a little bit more text. I'm going to do Insert Word Art again and just use a plain white text. And I'm going to put learn more to take advantage of the arrow. And same thing, you see the blue dotted box. I'm going to text wrap in front of text, and I'm going to bring this over here so I can work with it and, you know, not have it interfere, my sight line interfere. And I can't spell learn, can I? So let me go ahead and fix that. L-E-A-R, not R-A-A-R, learn more. Okay, there we go. And I'm going to color this a red. So I'm going to go back. It's already highlighted. Go back up, choose the red, and I'm going to bring it down a little bit more because I know I can tell I have a pretty good eye. Till it's a little bit too big, see? I'll bring it down just a little bit more. There we go. And get it to fit in there. I'm using my right arrow key now. And just get it lined up in there the way I want it. Okay, there you go. And then one more time, Insert Word Art. You could always also do this with a text box, but I want it to stand out a little bit more. I'm going to remove this. I'm going to take the text to just a plain Arial because I just want some information in here. And learn how to make your video stand out. How to make your videos stand out with an exclamation point. And then I think I'm going to put that in front again, in front of text. I'm going to put it in gold. And I think I'm going to have the outline in gold as well, so it looks like a solid color. And then, of course, you can do any color you want. I happen to just think that's cool. Well, maybe it probably ought to be red. Let's try red. Red with a gold outline. How about red and red? Red with a little bit darker red outline. That looks pretty good to me. And I now have another graphic. What do you think? That was quick, and it was about 4 minutes. I have a webinar starting in a minute or two. Again, in order to save this, you're just going to take your Jing. You're going to highlight it. And you now have a graphic. Save. Save. Sample 2. And I better make it 2A. I already have a sample 2, and I'm going to save it, and I now have that graphic. So I'll meet you in the webinar in just a minute. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.